What's going on, guys? It's Kyle. This is Big Money Mindset. Pleased to bring you another video here today. And in today's video, once again, we're going to continue to talk about the hottest stock on the market, and that is NIO. And they have just released their Q3 earnings report, which we will be reviewing some of the numbers that they have came out with and see how they did. Once again, I want to say congratulations to everyone that signed up for the Patreon. The link is in the description. We have been doing absolutely amazing in the Patreon, and I'll also be showing you guys some of the call options I've been in with NIO as well, just so you guys can see the gains. You know, I don't want to be hiding anything from you. I want to be 100% transparent, and these are the same call options that I've been listing in my Patreon, and people have been doing absolutely amazing. Let's get into the video, and we'll see where it goes. On my Patreon, I just listed 23 call options with 23 different companies, and I also gave my top 7 companies to be buying now. We have people in there up over 600%. We've been buying NIO calls 2 months ago, and now that these Q3 earnings are finally over, this stock should be getting another big buy rating for the ongoing months from the big banks. Once again, a lot of people will talk about their gains, but they won't actually show you the gains. I don't do none of that day trading stuff. My only strategy is buy long calls in companies that have a bright future. It's a very simple game plan and lowers risk, especially when you're diversified into multiple calls. We can take a quick look how my NIO call options are doing after earnings have been released. I sold a couple of calls, but I'll just take a look and we'll see where they stand. So right now I have about 5 contracts out on NIO. We can see that, you know, these are up over 614%. You guys got to understand, this is after a $10 sell-off, because NIO was clipping around 55, and right now as we speak, you know, it's right around, I would say, 45. So it's about a $10 sell-off from a couple of days ago. So these call options, I purchased them around $300 per option. I think it was like $340 maybe. And these have gone all the way up to $2,500 a piece. And a couple of days ago, like I said, they were over $3,000 a pop. So this is what I'm talking about when you enter these companies at a very early stage. The gains is absolutely insane. And I was up over 800% a few days ago when it was about 55. So I'm still waiting for the recovery to happen after earnings. So I'm just going to give it a couple days, a week, you know, for all the day traders to exit that were playing, you know, daily calls. And these calls were also listed on my Patreon the exact moment that I purchased them. And I just want to show you guys real quick. We click right here on that exact call. And we can see that I did have 7 contracts out. And look, I purchased about $3.50 a piece, spent only $2,400. I've already sold 2 for $5,000, and the remaining 5 are worth $12,500. So, you know, these are over $18,000 in value just off of a nice $2,000 investment. So this is my strategy that I do inside of my Patreon. And understand that this stock still has a lot of room to run. You can be playing this same stock for the next years and just continue to play call options. And you know, we'll take a look at my Patreon members just to see how they're doing as well before we get into the Q3 earnings. I just want you guys to see that it is very possible to get into that 300, 400, 500, 600% gain. You don't have to, you know, be putting your money inside of a bank, letting an advisor handle your money for 4 or 5% gains a year. This will take you 200 years to reach if you're going that route, letting someone manage your money. You need to be doing it. You need to be strategizing, and that's what I do, guys. That's the type of calls and companies I put out for you, and I just want you to know that. And when I say my Patreon is doing millions of dollars right now, I mean millions. I put in dozens of hours going over the absolute best call options to buy with leverage over time, along with budgeting as best as I can. All my call option timeframes are 4 months plus. That's just the way I like to play them, and I'll show you how this strategy has been working in my VIP Patreon group right now. So this is my Patreon group. It's Patreon at Big Money Mindset. You'll see the link in the description, and I just asked a couple people, you know, how are we doing this week? How are the calls looking? LCA up 85%, NIO up 386%, Palantir 65%, Nordstrom, 475% gain. I remember putting that call out. Man, that guy killed it. 549% on NIO. Still got months out of expiration. Look, these are for January. Up 30% on Virgin Galactic, 100% on Palantir, 100% on Green Power Motor. Guys, this is unheard of. I'm not telling these people to go in on daily calls doing weekly call options where the risks are just out of this world. These are months and months out, guys. These are low risk. They hopped on these at a very amazing time frame when the EV and tech is just booming, and they can ride these out for another 3-4 months. And look at that, these gains are already up to 2, 3, 400, 500%. It's absolutely insane. So we're doing amazing right now. You know, I'm very happy for everyone. That's my goal. Since elections has recovered, I mean, we've been on an absolute tear, and NIO is one of the calls that everyone has just been absolutely destroying. I mean, we have people up over $20, $30, $40,000. Some people put more money in the option than me, and I only put in like $2,000. It doesn't take a lot of money to get insane gains when you hit the company just right at the perfect time frame. So once again, we're going to be looking into NIO, and we're going to take a look into these Q3 earnings report. NIO had a very solid Q3 earnings report. Delivery of vehicles. Once again, before I get in this video, all this I put in is listed right here. This is the NIO reports, unaudited third quarter. And all I did was I just took some highlights off of this page. So I promise you 100% what's on my notepad is correct. So you can take a look right here. And this is on the NIO website. So we can see that NIO vehicles were 12,206 in the third quarter of 2020, including 8,000 ES6s, 3,500 ES8s, 16 EC6s, compared to 4,799 delivered in the third quarter of 2019 and 10,300 delivered in the second quarter of 2020. Vehicle sales were 628 million in the third quarter of 2020, representing an increase of 146% from the third quarter of 2019, an increase of 22.4% from the second quarter. That's the number you want to look at. 22% increase from the second quarter. Vehicle margin was 14.5% in the third quarter compared to a negative 6.8% in the third quarter of 2019 and 9.7% in the second quarter. So vehicle margin is up. That is amazing. And these are what we really want to look forward is the revenue. The revenues were 666.6 million in the third quarter of 2020, representing an increase of 146% from the third quarter of 2019, an increase of 21.7% from the second quarter of 2020. Overall, this earnings report, I'm going to give NIO a B+. Okay, I'm not going to give them an A+ because, you know, that's more of like 50%, you know, quarter over quarter revenue increase and margin. So I'm going to say a B+. That is very, very solid. But what I'm actually excited for is what they are predicting for the Q4. This is where the big money is going to come in, okay? I expect Q4 to be an A+ if they hit the numbers, okay? They're going for a $900 million to $1 billion in revenue and 17,000 vehicles delivered, which would be absolutely insane, okay? This is the next step over the next 3 months to put this company over the top to just get people going crazy, okay? You got to understand, there's a lot of people that wanted to, you know, for this company to fail on this Q3 earnings. And if we go back to the company right now and look at what happened on the Q3 earnings, you're going to see a lot of day traders exiting, a lot of people selling off for small profits, a lot of people that aren't interested in the company for the longer period of time. And those people are going to be missing out. I'm telling you, these numbers are backing up NIO and where they're headed. Yeah, of course, it's a little bit overvalued, but they have a lot of innovation going from. They have autonomous driving. They have new vehicles being released on NIO Day. This company is coming, you know, for the market cap of EV in China. You know, they're competing with Li Auto. So right here, we're looking at the NIO chart for Tuesday. As we can see, it capped off at about $49. And once the market closed, it was an absolute day trading, taking profits sell-off. The stock dropped 9%, as you can see right here, to $42. And look at this. This was within 10 minutes. The market closed at 4 and it came back 410, dropped 9% and bounced back 8% 5 minutes later. This was the most amazing day trading, sell-off, profit taking, and comeback I've ever seen. And as we can see, it dropped a little, and now it's stabilizing right around $45. The bears were wrong, guys. Look at this. The bears said this stock is dropping to 30. This is dropping to 20. This is dropping to 15. It's down 1%. It's up $45. It's up at $45 when last Friday it was at $40 from the horrific Citron sell-off that dropped the stock to about $40, $41. It's still up from that. The bears, they're wrong, okay? They might have made a nice little swing trade on that 10% drop-off, but this company has a lot of big-time investors backing it up. That's why it's sticking in the 40s. It's being very solid. Of course, there can be a minor pullback, but I'm telling you, this stock is going to be making its way into the 50-plus range and stabilizing. We're going to get some big buy ratings. We're going to be getting some big articles coming out. This is one of the companies I'm telling people to play, along with my top 7, which, if you enter the Patreon, you're going to be getting a nice list of call options that I just put out this week. And you're also going to be getting my top 7 companies to be buying into. And people are, as you can see, I've showed you guys inside of my Patreon VIP group, we're absolutely killing it, okay? EV is the way to go. This is the route. And you can see that the bears are just wrong, okay? They're not doing their fundamental research. They're not understanding innovation and the future. And before you know it, mid next year, this stock could potentially see $100, and it is definitely possible. I have a price target for $60 on NIO potentially by January. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to continue to stick with that $60 price tag. And my call options, we're talking 900% gains if I can just get back into the 55% range. It's most likely when I'll be selling off and re-entering further calls. So, guys, this is a big opportunity. You're still in at an early time frame. This stock is just getting warmed up. And this is a company you want to continue to buy call options on the entire 2021 as it gradually increases its sales and revenue. And I just want you guys to understand the Q3 earnings report was a success. I know a lot of people were waiting for the Q3 earnings report. This is a great time to hop in NIO. And I also want you guys to know, there's a lot of other companies out there you can be playing besides NIO. So there's a lot of opportunity out there. Thank you for watching the video. Once again, I want to say thank you to everyone that signed up for the Patreon. I'm really proud of you guys. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. It was a minor setback with elections. Everyone knows that, the market, the Dow Jones was dropping very bad, but, the overall market is recovering. China EV companies are doing well. Tech is doing well. So it's a great time to be entering the market. So once again, I want to say thank you and be on the lookout for more updates and more videos in the future. This is Big Money Mindset. I'm Kyle. You have a great day.